Welcome, yogi. Did you know that one of the major reasons why a person might suffer from low energy has everything to do with their ability and their habit of catching a nice, deep, full breath? So if we're able to use the full capacity of our lungs and make physical room in our body to make that possible, then we can have more energy and more sustained energy throughout our day. So that's one of the things that we'll be doing today. In addition, let's just do a feel-good practice, whole body practice, and I'll also, by your request, I'll insert some conditioning, and specifically core and arm conditioning. So let's start on our heels. Let the shoulders release. The hands will be soft. And we'll tune into breathing. Invite your breath to take up more and more room. As you empty, make a commitment to being truly, fully empty, using your abdominal musculature to make sure that happens. Again, inhale. Can you be even fuller? Having to lift posturally just to make room for breath. Again, empty all the way. It's a chance to find your root lock and the belly lock. Maintain the gentle lock engagement as you inhale, sitting tall, expanding in every direction. Empty all the way. Next, inhale, open your arms nice and wide, hands as high as the shoulders. Offer your chest, gaze up. On an exhale, hands interlace, reach them forward. Tuck the chin, round the spine, empty out. Inhale, open wide again, like an offering. Do that twice more. Exhale, empty, reach and round. Inhale, big opening. Exhale, empty. An effort to tuck the chin. Inhale, open. The energy is upward. And then exhale, release the arms. Keep the right fingers here, left arm up and across your ear, side body opening. Still firm in the bandhas. Through center, reach up, gaze high. Exhale, left fingers down, right arm up and over. Big breaths. Inhale back up through the middle, gaze up. And then come high onto knees. Make a little back bend, squeeze the seat. Exhale, hands to earth, empty out in cat shape. Take your neutral spine, send the feet over to the right and the hips over to the right. Even the right shoulder tucks over, so you crunch at the right side body a little bit. Get a stretch of the left side. And then opposite side, hips and feet to the left, even the left shoulder to the left, a little lean to the left. And then keep moving side to side. Introduce any shape or angle that would feel productive for you. In the center now, find cow arching. Spread the collarbones too. Exhale, empty out, push the ground. Inhale, arching. Exhale, empty. Tuck the toes, find your way to downward facing, bending into one knee at a time. Sweep the right leg out behind just to stretch into the legs. Send that foot down, wave forward, plank pose, inhale. Exhale, lower all the way to your belly this first time. Send the heart forward. And lift your arms out to the sides. Stay for a big 3 breaths. Exhale, press the hands down, slide through child's pose. You can split the knees, reach arms forward. Come back to downward facing. Sweep the left leg out behind. Any angle is perfect. Just stretch the legs. Set that foot down, wave forward, plank pose, inhaling. Exhale, lower. Maybe you're ready for chaturanga. Inhale, open-hearted. Exhale, downward facing, connect to breath. A little squeeze between the elbows. Walk your hands about 6 inches toward your feet. Press your chest toward your kneecaps. Sits bones high. Neck is long and loose. Breathe. Stronger in the fingertips than anywhere else. Walk hands back a few more inches and then touch right hand to the left outer ankle. Twist. Switch sides. And then fingers toward the top of the mat. Walk back to downward facing dog. Walk your feet about halfway up the mat. Once again, sits bones high. Press your chest toward your knees. And come high onto tippy toes and take a tiptoe walk to the top of the mat. Straight elbows if you can. Heels come down, lengthen spine. Exhale, fold all the way. Do that once more. Inhale, lengthen spine. Exhale, bow completely. Inhale, lead with the heart as you come all the way up to stand. Arms to Tadasana. Let's get an A on the inhale, reaching upward. Exhale to dive down. Inhale, flat. Exhale, step or leap toward chaturanga. Inhale, heart open. Exhale, downward facing. 5 breaths. Some softness in the neck, especially if you tend to hold tension there. Come high on toes. You might join the feet, bend knees, look forward, and you'll step or leap to the top of the mat. Lengthen. Fold. Rise. Exhale, Tadasana. Let's get another Sun A, reaching upward. Exhale, dive down. Inhale, fill. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, open heart. Exhale, downward facing. Come high on toes, bend the knees, step or leap. Long spine, fold over legs, root and rise. Arms by your sides. Separate feet hips distance, interlace fingers behind you, little bend in the knees, lift your heart. And transfer weight to the right foot, lift the left knee, now stand tall. Connect. Slow motion, stepping back. You'll land in high lunge, but hands still interlaced behind you. So you can slide the knuckles down as you lift on your chest. Drop the tail south. On the exhale, tip forward, set the back heel down, humble warrior. Gaze halfway up, right fingers land on the floor, left arm reaches across your ear. If a block helps, get a block. We're here in side angle, taking long breaths. Plant your right hand on the ground. We're going to cross right ankle over the left ankle. Left arm across your ear. Stay in side plank. Push the ground hard. Let's take the left hand down, sneak the right knee up, come to left side plank. You can slowly step right foot to the top of the mat. Send the left hand forward, could be onto a block. We'll take revolved half moon. Keep using exhales to engage muscle. Lengthen, spread out. Just another inhale, open the heart. And then exhale, fold down. Find standing split. Left leg lifting. Take a big step back with that left foot, planting the hands. Right leg will slide high behind you. Go ahead and find your vinyasa flow. Downward dog. Take a small step up on the mat, join feet, bend, knees look forward, and can step or float to the top. Lengthen spine, fold over, bend knees, Utkatasana. And then stand tall, release arms. Step feet hips distance apart, interlace hands low behind again. Soften the knees to lift on your chest. Transfer weight to the left foot. We'll lift the right knee up and stand tall with it, breathing. Slow motion, step back. You land in high lunge, sliding knuckles down the leg, heart lifting. And keep dropping your tail to hug the belly backward. And then begin folding forward. You'll settle the back heel down. Humble warrior. Come halfway up, left fingers land outside that foot. We'll create our side angle. The right arm reaches across the ear. Long breaths, gazing high. We'll turn this into side plank. So firm left hand, left ankle crosses the right leg, right arm reaches over. How high can the hips arc to get a side body stretch while you're here? Big, enjoyable breaths. And we'll look down, roll down, right hand lands. Make this a left side plank. That left knee can point high to the sky. In slow motion, left foot stepping to the top of the mat. Keep control for as long as you can. And then slide right hand forward. Build your revolved half moon. Working for it. Keep a lift on that back leg. Full breaths. Find your way to a big inhale, open the heart. And then exhale, look down, roll down, standing split. slow motion, stepping back to the back of the mat. Slide the left leg high behind and find your flow. Downward facing dog. Find center. Let's join the feet. Put a bend in the knees. Walk the hands a little closer to the feet and send your knees off to the left, your seat off to the right, so you're in a pretty deep twist at the lower body. Breathe for the room. And we're going to keep this going. So walk the hands closer and closer to your feet. Sit lower and lower. You're in a really deep twist now. Hooking left elbow outside the thigh, plant your hands. Might be enough to stay in the twist here, or give yourself a side crow, 5 full breaths, and then we'll just come land where we are right now. Inhale. Exhale, heart forward, squeeze the heels up. Set your feet back down. Walk the hands forward. And come on back to downward facing dog. Shake the head out. Get the feet closer together. Walk your hands a touch closer to the feet once again. Put a good bend in the knees. Knees to the right, hips to the left. Pause here. Find some room. And then keep it going. Walk the hands in even closer. Sit all the way down. Experience the twist. Elbow outside the thigh. You might get a lot from hanging out with the twist, or plant your hands, shoulders distance apart. Send the heart forward. Gaze a little bit forward. Squeeze the heels to the seat. Take 5 good breaths. And then set your feet down, walk your hands forward, come on back to downward facing dog. A few breaths. Come high onto toes, bend the knees, send the seat off to the left again. And then straighten into left side plank, any variation that's calling to you. Stepping right foot to the top of the mat. Settle the back knee down, walk your hands inside the foot. You're going to set up for lizard pose. You might even take blocks underneath your forearms. Take the elbows down, settle down, let the neck release, or even support it with a block. If you want to work a little harder, keep lifting the back knee, perhaps even on the top of your foot. But I find that you can get just as much, maybe more from the stretch if you let your knee come down. Right knee hugs in toward you. We're here for 5 more breaths. Walk high up onto hands. Settle the back foot over to the right. Right hand inside this right foot. You're going to tuck the shoulder into the knee. Lean until you can open the inner thigh a little bit, and left arm reaches toward the sky. If you'd like to take it farther, wrap left arm behind you. You could even bind this up. If you want to go farther still, straighten the right leg so you're kind of in a triangle, except that right toes are up and your left knee is down. Big breaths. Rebend the right knee, plant that foot, tuck the left toes. I'm going to try to actually stand up with this in toward a triangle so that left heel points down, right leg straightens. If you need to come unbound again, absolutely do it. No sweat. Keep lifting on your heart, gazing high, breathe. Take a peek toward the right foot. You're going to step left foot toward the top of the mat. We'll head in toward bird of paradise or any variation that feels good. Balancing on your left foot, opening the right hip, maybe even extending the right leg. Can you set this right foot down with some control? One last pose is to balance on the right foot. Try to come to left tippy toes. If you can, you might even lift that leg like a bound half moon. Let's take a big step out. Take one peaceful warrior. Just get big through your heart. And then exhale. Erase that moment or wipe the slate clean. Sweep the right leg high behind. Any flow will do. Downward facing, a moment to center. Come onto toes, bend the knees, let the hips sink over to the right. And then straighten into right side plank, any version. With some control, left foot steps toward the top of the mat. Can you linger on even that last centimeter? Bend the left knee, settle back knee down. We'll create our lizard. So hands inside the foot, and you might come onto blocks. Left knee squeezes in. You could lift the right knee. Keep a softness in the neck. 5 more breaths. Let's get the back knee down, climb high onto hands. Back foot swivels over to the left. You'll kind of lean into this left inner knee to encourage that hip open as the right arm reaches up. If you'd like to take it farther, wrap the right arm behind, even bind. And gazing up if possible. Okay. Further still would be to straighten this left leg. The toes can point up, that's okay. Keep leaning the heart in the direction of your left leg. Keeping natural curvature in the spine, so in the neck. Sometimes that means a little tuck of the chin, even if you're gazing up. Little tuck. And And then replant that left foot. We'll tuck the back toes and work our way in toward a triangle here. Back heel comes down, left leg straightens, lean back. If you need to lose the bind at this point, absolutely do it. If you have the bind, try lifting on your heart. Big breaths. Take a peek down, step the right foot to the top of the mat. We'll create a balance on the right foot, whatever that might look like today for you. And then a step on down. Last piece is to balance on the left foot. See if you can come to right tippy toes, send them a little behind you. If that goes well, slowly into scale, hovering the right foot. And we'll unlace hands, take a big step back, power through a peaceful warrior, just to get big and open through the heart. A big sigh to exhale down. Wipe the slate clean, whether it was triumph or a perceived setback. Vinyasa. Into downward facing dog, but we'll drop our knees, reach the arms forward, find our way to Anahatasana, heart melting pose. Climb back onto hands, empty out in cat shape. Make your way to neutral, extend the right leg out behind. Then step this foot forward on the mat. Let the hips come forward, lift your chest. Then straighten through the right leg, take a fold. Peek halfway up, make sure right foot is right in front of you. So you're going to bend the right knee, reach the left arm forward to create a little twist. But keep the chest facing forward for a second as you press the hands together. Knee stays at midline. Okay, one option is to take an arm balance. So hands off to the side. It will look like this. Koundinyasana to Koundinyasana 2, which means your back leg is going to cross the front leg, and the front leg is going to switch out to the back. If you still have juice, take that up to chin stand. It's all the lift of the back leg and the back glutes and low back that helps you get up to chin stand. So let's see how that goes. what. Find your way through flow. Downward facing. Set your knees down. I'm going to invite you into another anahatasana. If you've got blocks or something like it, even a bolster or a pillow, some books will do this. You can deepen by sending your arms, even the elbows, up onto the blocks. This way the elbows stay straight as you encourage the chest toward the ground. You can bend the elbows too. And inch your way out. Take recovery in cat shape, empty out. Then at neutral, sweep the left leg behind. Step this foot to the top of the mat, send the hips forward, lift on the heart. Straighten the left leg, flex that foot and fold. And then gaze forward, left foot directly in front. So you can bend that knee, reach the arm forward, keep the chest forward, even as you twist. Press the palms together, pull them in toward the center of your chest. Just energetically. All right, you might try that arm balance sequence. So we're going to hit koundinyasa 1, that's a twisted one. Switch out the legs to make it koundinyasa 2. And then it's the power and lift of the back leg that takes you up to chin stand. Try it out. And then no matter what, find your way through vinyasa. Meeting together at downward dog. We'll step or hop through to sit all the way down. Extend the legs, roll the left knee out, bend it, and then open it nice and wide. You're going to fold in the direction of your pubic bone as though this were wide leg fold, so you can really target this right inner thigh. Sit up tall, twist to your left, and then take revolve Janu Shirshasana, left arm over the ear, tip toward the right leg. Can you keep the heart open as you make new room in your body? Come all the way up, left hand plants, lift the seat, find a little back bend. And we'll sit down, face the right leg, and bring this knee to stack on the right knee. So you got half go mukha legs, and we'll fold with it. And one option though is to bind it. So left arm would wrap behind, it helps to twist to the left. See if you can find your heel or maybe even your toes. I've got to lift mine up like half lotus to do that. So we'll fold over this leg. Come all the way up to sit tall. Let's keep this crossing the legs if you've got one. Put a bend in the knees, take the hands behind you, fingers face you. You'll lift into a tabletop, so lift the heart and the seat. Knee down as the hips come high. You might gaze behind you, a 5 count. Sit it all the way down, keep your legs, and then tip over to the left. So this right foot points up as the knee points down. You kind of be tilted to your side. And right hand takes hold of this foot, keeps it up there as you extend that right leg. So now you're sort of on your side with a bit of a hip opening. Fine to stay here, or you could bring this into a side plank. And for just 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, roll down. Find vinyasa. You might keep your tree or half lotus. Into downward facing. Little step or leap through to sit all the way down. Start with legs extending. You bend the right foot off to the side, bend the knee and open up. Nice wide open Janu Shirsh or half butterfly. Fold in the direction of your pubic bone. You're looking for an opening at that left inner leg especially. Come on up to sit tall. We'll twist to the right. Create revolve Janu Shirshasana. Tip down the length of this left leg, right arm reaches up and over. Can the heart stay open? come all the way up, plant your right hand, give yourself that back bend, lift the seat. And as you sit all the way down, sit and face the left leg, right knee on top of the left. You can keep it there and fold, or find the bind. So lifting on the foot, right hand grabs hold. And we'll bow. Lengthen spine as you come all the way up to sit. Keep this crossing of the legs, or the foot over the thigh. As you tip back, bend the left knee. Lift the heart and take in tabletop. Seat lifts. Right knee points sort of down as you gaze back. 5 count. And then sit it all the way down. Keep the crossing still. You're going to just tip over to the right. Extend the left leg, but take hold of this foot so you can lift on it a little bit. It's a side body stretch. At the same time, it's a hip opening. You might feel like you can get into the waist a little bit here. I'm kind of trying to unbind the hip joints in all the places we can. And you could choose to stay here or bring this into a half plank or side plank variation. And then roll over, make it plank pose. You might keep those legs as you find vinyasa. Downward facing. Both feet down. Connect. And we'll send the knees down, sit on heels. Let's make time for one inversion at least, any inversion that is calling to you, but I'm going to cue a wall drill handstand. So you'll walk yourself close to the wall with your nose facing the wall. Crawl the feet up or hop the feet up. Save some strength to walk the hands in. Doesn't have to be all the way in, but try to get your quads and nose to the wall. And then stay here. Make sure you have some juice to get out. I'm going to count 5 full breaths, but slowly. And then slide out sideways. Take rest, whatever that looks like. And time for a back bend practice. I'll be cueing wheel with your head facing the wall. This way you can really send your heart toward the wall. Practice straightening the arms completely. Take your time with it, of course. come down or walk up the wall. Take whatever rest looks like. Then at least one more option for back bend. It can look like anything it needs to in you, including like supported fish with your blocks behind your chest, all the way up to drop back and maybe even a kick over to chaturanga. Let's see how that goes. By the way, I'm going to do it without the wall, but if you want to do this and you've been getting close but you still need the wall, you're just going to set your feet up facing the wall when you head into your wheel. Then you have to walk your hands in nice and close as you walk your feet up so that you can manage to kick over. One final downward dog. Hop through or step through. So you lie all the way on your back. Setting up in any way that would feel luxurious. Making time for this meditation. Even this is a practice of staying right here with our attention. would serve you to stay longer, most certainly do. But if you are ready to climb out, we'll take it slow. Find breath, movement, even a massage, anywhere you need it. And climb up for a seat. And I'm going to give you a little bit of challenge. The challenge is, in the next 30 days, I challenge you to schedule something for yourself. Something a little out of the ordinary you might not do for yourself, whether it's massage, acupuncture, some kind of spa treatment, even if it's like a tea date with a friend you haven't seen, something a little out of your ordinary structure that will serve you and almost only you. It might even feel a little selfish or indulgent to do it, but I just know that when you make that investment in yourself, you are the better for it, and then that has ripple effects. Your family is the better for it. Your community is the better for it. And if you already do that stuff all the time, I want to hear about it. Thank you for being here, Yogi. Talk to you soon. Be well.